Hey 49ers fans, we're talking day one draft trades here on the 49ers Report today. Go ahead and like this video if you guys think the 49ers will make a trade during the NFL draft. If you think they're going to do it, give this video a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so the whole point of this video is to give you guys some options, some names, some teams that could try to trade with the 49ers and therefore give the 49ers either more draft picks or less draft picks in the 2020 NFL Draft. So what I did was go inside the first round, knowing we have 2 first-round draft picks, and I wanted to pick 4 teams that I think would be very likely to move up, move back, and come in and take the 49ers picks and therefore hopefully give us more picks as well. And I started to do my research, and the Miami Dolphins are team number 1. Here's the deal. The Miami Dolphins have a ton of draft picks in this year's NFL Draft. 3 in the first round. Yes, 3 picks in the first round. They also have 2 picks in the second round, and they're very good picks as well. 5, 18, and 26, and then their first one in the second round is number 39. Miami is a team that is poised to make some draft day trades, so why not go ahead and just explain why they would want to go ahead and come up and get the 49ers pick. So the Dolphins draft needs are as follows. They need quarterback, they need O-line, they need a running back, they could use a safety, they need wide receiver. That's why they have so many picks. They don't have many players. They need somebody to go ahead and fill in a lot of these holes. And so I decided to go, okay, if Miami wanted a 49er pick, what would the pick look like? And I went, wait a second, 13 overall would make sense for not only for Miami, but for the 49ers as well. So the mock trade that I have here, my first mock trade is the Dolphins get number 13 overall. The 49ers would get 18 and number 70 overall, which is a third-round draft pick. Now, let me explain how I got this. The NFL Draft has essentially a scoring system per pick, meaning higher up picks are worth more points, lower picks are worth less points, and then you kind of package them together and you get a number. If it matches the point total of one side and equals the point total of the other side, that means that the trade is a fair trade and the teams would be most likely to do it. So this one, perfect example. This is a perfect trade in terms of fair for both sides. Dolphins getting number 13, Niners getting number 18, and then of course 70 overall, giving us a third-round draft pick because they don't have a third-round draft pick, and that would be very important for them to go ahead and get. Now, you're saying, Thomas, we can't get someone at number 13. We lose that pick. What are we going to do at number 18? Well, your wide receivers that are going to be there at number 18 are still very, very good. T. Higgins out of Clemson. Justin Jefferson out of LSU for sure will be there. Laviska Shenault out of Colorado. Denzel Mims, one of my favorites, will be there at 18 as well. So this is a trade the Niners could do where they only drop back just a couple of picks. 5 picks. They're still in the teens, and they get a third-round draft pick overall, number 70, that you could spend on a plethora of different positions for our 49ers because, again, no day 2 trades is what we're trying to go ahead and remedy with this video. So the first team to be on the lookout to make a trade with the 49ers could be the Miami Dolphins. Now, quick ad break here on YouTube. I want you guys to answer this question here. If you're the GM, put yourself in John Lynch's shoes. Should the 49ers trade up or down in the first round? Type U for up, type D for down. I'm curious to kind of gauge how you guys are feeling, if you want to go up into the top 10 or you want to come back like me and get some extra picks as well, because like we said, good wide receivers will be there at number 18. Quick ad break, answer the pinned comment in the comment section. All right, before we move on to the next team that could make a trade with our 49ers, the number 1 item that is selling right now in terms of our 49ers is their draft day gear, especially this draft hat. So chatsports.com/49draft has the hat. You see it on your screen. This is the hat that all of our rookie 49ers will be wearing whenever they are picked by San Francisco. Now, they can't walk across stage with it because of the online virtual draft that we're going to have to watch, but they will still be getting this, which means you should too. So all the 2020 draft hats are now available. chatsports.com/49draft. Links in the description, the place to go ahead and pick up what is they're selling like hotcakes right now. The most popular draft item is the draft hat, so get one before they go ahead and sell out. Moving on, the next team that, of course, makes a lot of sense to go ahead and trade with our 49ers, coming up again to number 13 overall, it's actually the Dallas Cowboys. So the Dallas have the number 17 overall pick. They don't have a lot of picks to go with that, but the Dallas Cowboys, they lost a lot of people in free agency. They could use a lot of needs, and so, of course, the 49ers going from, 13 to 17, you're only moving back 4 picks, which, again, is very, very, I guess, intriguing and interesting for all of our 49er fans out there because you don't come back too much, but you also pick up a mid-round draft pick, and again, as you see, we know 0 third, 0 fourth-round draft picks. Emmanuel Sanders is a big reason why we lost a lot of those. So Dallas, of course, could they be trading up for another wide receiver? Could they be trading up for a cornerback? There are a lot of options right now for Dallas, but of course they have they need a cornerback, they need a wide receiver, they need a center after losing Travis Frederick, a defensive lineman, maybe a safety. So the mock trade looks very similar to what the Dolphins did, although again, this kind of shows the difference in overall value based on the draft value calculator. So the Cowboys would get number 13 overall, San Francisco would get 17 overall, they'd get 82 overall, and then to sweeten the deal just a little bit more, because 17 is more important than 18 with the Dolphins, they'd have to throw in 179 overall, the 5th round draft pick. I mean, Dallas could come up, maybe get a cornerback like CJ Henderson, maybe Javon Kinlaw at number 13. 49ers only go back a couple of picks here, and again, can still get their wide receiver. Dallas, they could go up and get CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, and then the 49ers could sit back and get Justin Jefferson or Laviska Shenault. This, again, is a scenario where the 49ers could go ahead and, let's be honest, get a wide receiver while also getting a mid-round draft pick, as we know that they are definitely going to need. When you guys are watching this video, we're probably going to be at 20,000 subscribers, although if we're not, it means we're like less than 50 subs away. A lot of people are commenting, get him to 20,000, get him to 20,000 when he stops talking about it. Well, if we get to 20,000, I'll be able to go ahead and stop talking about it. Subscribe to the 49ers Report. You should do it because we have the best 49er draft coverage all throughout this week, all throughout next week. We're going to have live draft coverages to watch on your computer, on YouTube. Crazy great insider information here on the 49ers Report, so I encourage you guys to go ahead and click the red subscribe button. So, those were two scenarios of teams trading up to 13, the Niners moving back and getting a 2nd or a 3rd round draft pick, an example of how that would look. Now, here are two teams that could trade up to number 31 overall and what that would look like. And the first team is one we're very familiar with, the Indianapolis Colts, who, you remember, already did a deal with the 49ers, meaning our front offices know how to work out a deal together and therefore could make a pretty easy move here to get the Colts back to number 31, back into the 1st round to draft a quarterback. So the Colts have multiple picks in the 2nd round. Their first 4 are 34 overall, 44 overall, 75 overall, and 122 overall. And the Colts, of course, need a wide receiver. They need a corner. But most importantly, they need that quarterback, the safety, or the edge rusher. Now, trading at number 31 is something I think a lot of the 49er fans want to go ahead and do. I am one of them. This makes a ton of sense. But the price to do so is not as lucrative as number 13, which of course you understand why, because of the draft number calculator we keep talking about. Here's the next mock trade. The Colts would get number 31 overall, and the 49ers would get 34, which is a 2nd round draft pick, so you're only coming back 3 picks, and you're going to get 122nd overall, which is a 4th round draft pick. That, again, is a perfect trade value calculator that we calculated for you guys here right before this officially started, and what the Colts would be gaining here by trading back into the 1st round, I could get maybe a Bryce Love if he falls that far. There's reports that he might be falling in the NFL draft. But more importantly, a Jalen Hurts at number 31 overall out of Oklahoma, who, as we know, could be a 1st round draft pick. And if you get somebody in the 1st round, you get an extra year on their rookie contract. That's the intrigue of coming up to number 31 overall. So I think Indianapolis makes a lot of sense there. Would you guys rather trade 13 or 31? I just said most 49er fans would rather trade 31, but I want to actually, not just say that. I want to actually gauge what you guys think in terms of that overall. 13 or 31. Type 13 if you want to trade 13. Type 31 if you guys want to trade 31. And again, I'm giving you guys examples of how this would look. I'm educating you hopefully today. That way you guys can give me an educated comment in the comment section down below. The next team here, the one that makes a lot of sense as well has got to be the Los Angeles Chargers. They have a ton of draft picks and they're expected to take a quarterback, but what if they miss on one or they don't get the one they want at number 6 overall? Then they could trade back in and get a guy like Jalen Hurts at number 31 as well, because, is Tyrod Taylor really the future with the Los Angeles Chargers? So their picks 6, they have 37, they have 71, they have 112 are their first 4 picks in the NFL draft. Quarterback, probably the biggest need if you don't trust Tyrod Taylor. Linebacker, wide receiver, O-line, running back. And again, a mock trade with the Chargers would look something like this. Number 31 overall. The 49ers would then move back 6 slots to 37, but get a slightly better 4th round draft pick, 112 overall. That is what the trade would look like. And again, you get a 4th round draft pick. You can get a 4th round wide receiver. Let's say you got Kinlaw at 13. You get a 4th round wide receiver. Maybe Chase Claypool falls all the way back there, or Brandon Ayuk. We've talked about the receivers that you can get later on in the NFL draft. And so again, the whole point of this video is to show you guys that you can make moves back and trade out at 13, trade out at 31, and what the compensation would look like, as well as giving you guys a list of teams that would be very, very likely to want to go ahead and make a trade with the 49ers, being the Dolphins, the Cowboys, the Colts, and the Chargers, as we went ahead and explained right there. I hope you guys liked this video. I'm trying to get a little creative here on the 49ers report, trying to show you the options we have for the NFL draft, as I keep saying. That way, when draft night happens, and the 49ers might make a trade, you say, oh, wait a second, I know, Thomas talked about this. This might be the Colts coming up, or this might be the Cowboys coming up, or this might be the Dolphins coming up. Here's what it would look like. I'm already educated. So hopefully you guys enjoy this type of stuff. And of course, plenty of more videos upcoming next couple of days and weeks. All the time we have for today for the 49ers report. I'm Thomas Mott, signing off. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.